Riders, welcome back to Sam's Bikes, where you know we only talk e-bikes, and welcome to the world famous Ligure. And we are on pretty much the last day of the holiday / work trip, and we are doing dream build and dream trails. When you're up against the wall and you cannot fall, so go off, go off. So in this video, we're going to look at my absolutely specced out Giant Reign E+0, and then we're going to go out to my favorite trail here, which is the world famous roller coaster. So as I said, Bear and I have been away in the camper van for the last 6 weeks. Absolutely epic trip. And I chose to take the Giant Reign E+0 because it's an absolute beast of an e-bike. This bike is 170, 160 rolling on mullets, but for me, it feels like more like a 180 monster truck. This bike is completely capable to do anything I've thrown at it in the last 6 weeks. Pair that with the big 800 watt-hour battery, which is perfect for traveling because I can get a couple of rides out of this without charging the battery. Now, you'll obviously see this is far from a stock Giant Reign E+0. I have done a lot of upgrades, and we're gonna go through all the upgrades, and I'm going to put it in order of importance for me. So first up, obviously it's going to be the Shawby tires. Shawby are a major sponsor of Sam's Bikes. They came on board about 4 years ago, seeing value in what I was doing. I absolutely love Shawby tires, and I'm testing the new tacky Chans. So we've got an ultra soft on the front, 2.4, and we've got a soft on the back, 2.4. And riders, I'm going to give you my very quick evaluation. I'm liking them. They're super fast rolling, and I'm not sure if I'm going faster on the trails, and I find it a little bit harder to dissect those trails. So I'm thinking a Magic Mary might be better for me on the front and a Tacky Chan for the fast rolling on the back, but more testing to come. And the next product is gonna be the Quad Lock. Over the last 6 weeks in the camper van, Bear and I have been riding around new towns like Ligure. And this is awesome because you can put your phone on your handlebars and go and find bars, restaurants, camping. It really is awesome. And next up would be the 155 forks cranks. If you saw my long-term review of the Giant Reign E+0 about 6 months ago, link in the show notes, I found the 165 cranks a bit too long and I couldn't run it in the low position on the frame. But now with the 155s, I have gone to the low position, and these cranks are next level. They're super stiff. Next up would be the brakes, and I've changed out to Ligure MT7s. I absolutely love my MT7s. I have them on pretty much all my bikes. My only complaint would be, I'd love to see like a pro lever or a stronger lever come out, because you will see on this bike, I have like MT8 lever and an MT7 lever because I have broken this lever, unfortunately. And this one's a bit of a personal one. I didn't find the seat that comfortable that came on the Giant Reign, but you know, seats are so personal. I love the Ergon seats. This one was about, I think about 60 euros. I just find it really comfortable. And the next one is the Sam Hill pedals, a staple for me. I've had these pedals for about 4 years. These things are absolutely trashed, but they're still going, no bent axles, no cracked pedals. They are tough as nails. And then we go into cockpit, and I absolutely love a custom cockpit. So I'm rocking an Industry 9 40mm stem in 31/8 in a bit of bling gold. Then we've got some Renthal fat bars in aluminium. I just like aluminium, I just think it flexes a little bit better. 31/8 again, and a 30mm rise with 780 wide. And then we've gone the death grips. I used to run ODI grips because of my BMX background, but I tried death grips like 3 years ago, and they were absolutely amazing. And when you use them for like 6 months, they really soften up and are really comfortable. And lucky last, we are rolling on a mullet setup of Industry 9 grade 300s, aluminium rims in blinging gold to match the stem, to match the 38s and the X2. Riders, I think you would agree, I'm a very lucky rider, and this bike is absolutely blinging. I love this bike. It rides just as good as it looks. Now we're gonna head out to the mountains and ride the roller coaster. So let's go. Okay, so we're about to rock into the roller coaster, and I've been doing shuttles all day in Finale, and with such a wide-ranging group of riders. Like, I think the youngest is probably maybe 7 or 8, and the oldest is maybe 60, so I'm pretty much right in the middle. And that's what I love about Finale. Like, the roller coaster you'll see now is a trail that everyone can do. You can have a lot of fun on it if you're like, you know, a good rider. And if you're an amateur or a beginner, mate, you can have such a great time. I love Finale for that, and also love, like, it is a great riding destination, but it's more than that. It's got the vibe. You know, everyone rides here. All the hotels, all the camping is set up for riding. I think it is my favorite riding destination to come. This will be my 4th time in Finale, and I definitely just, yeah, I really think it is top notch. So what do we think of the dream build, riders? Loving it or what? And if you were going to dream out a Giant Reign, what would you change? Like, would you use different suspension, brakes? Let me know in the comments. Love to know. And let's do a quick recap of the Giant Reign. So I've been on this over a year now, done my long-term review of the Giant Reign. I absolutely love the Giant Reign, and it's the reason why it came on this trip with me, because it's a big bike, 170, 160 suspension, but it feels like just so much more. I put it in like the super enduro category, like 180. It's definitely at home at a bike park, and also with the 800 watt-hour battery, the thing is an absolute range monster. Check out my long-term review in the show notes. Oh, a bit of mud. And I'm super excited to let you riders know that, well, there is a new bike waiting for me at home. And what is that bike? Well, I'm going to give you the scoop, the exclusive. It is the Giant Trance Elite E+. I'm not sure if it's a 0 or a 1, but I cannot wait, because it is, what is it, 150, 140 mullet trail bike like this, and it's full power, so it's got 85 newton meters of power, but it's also 18 kilos. Super interesting bike and super unique, so I cannot wait to get on that. And what are we thinking of this trail, riders? Like, this is just like, I love these types of trails. It's definitely a flow trail. I'm back into the Giant Reign, and as you would have seen, I've done loads of upgrades, and I'm going to say the biggest standout to the upgrades, if I was going to do it by order of importance, the most important part would be definitely the tires, and then I'm going to say followed by the forks cranks, the new cranks from New Zealand. Now, these cranks are 155. They are bloody awesome. One thing I noticed on the Giant Reign, oh, we've got a huck. Ew. One thing I noticed on the Giant Reign is it does sit low. And a lot of, almost all my riding has been in the high flip chip setting. But now I've got 155. I am riding it in the low setting, making the bike more planted. So I'm going to say tires and cranks. And yeah, we're coming to the end. We're coming to the end of the trip, 6 weeks away. It's been a fantastic, hard trip. So much work has gone on, so many good new contacts. I mean, we started off at Eurobike in Frankfurt. That was amazing. Anyone that's thinking of going to Eurobike, just do it. If you're a bike geek like me, then you'll love it. And then we went to Austria and we did the PINION review on the Rottweiler RX 1000. Yo! That was a bit gnarly. And what such an interesting motor and bike. We did get a glimpse of the future of e-mountain biking right there. And then we went on to just below Munich, south of Munich. We went and rode with Manu from M1, and we rode the new Enduro, the M1 EN400 SX, and that has the new Bosch SX motor. That video should be out already. Check it out in the show notes. And yeah, again, super interesting system. And then we went to Rocky Mountain, Rocky Mountain Bike Park, hung out with Flo from Rocky Mountain. He schooled me on how to jump and how to set up the Rocky Mountain correctly, because I did get that a little bit wrong. And then we spent a whole week at the Caravan Park Sexten. Link in the show notes again. Quite possibly the best camping I've ever seen in my life. Next level stuff. And the Dolomites mountains, just next level as well. Such a beautiful place. And now the last week is in Finale Ligure. So what's next for Sam's Bikes over the next 6 months? I don't know, riders. What do we want to see? Oh, we've got a huck. What do you riders want to see? You know, because I kind of see Sam's Bikes as a bit of a crowdfunding project. I think, you know, the reason why it's a success is because you riders watch it. So what do you want to see? Let me know in the comments. Love to know. And there's a few things I'm thinking about. Well, I'm thinking about doing some high-end, like cotton, like, you know, made in, oh, we're going to drop, made in Portugal, Sam's Bikes t-shirts. They're not going to be cheap. They'll be like 30 or 40 euros for a t-shirt, but they're going to be very good quality, you know, sustainably sourced, all that stuff. And let me know who would be interested in that. So what else is new? Well, when I was in Germany seeing Rocco, we were talking at the pub, as you do, that he found it really hard to get a hold of Schwalbe tyres. And he lives in Germany, and Schwalbe's German. So Haman, who is one of my best mates, we're thinking we might set up an online store selling e-bike tyres just in Europe. Sorry, the Americans and Aussies, but the logistics is too difficult to do all that shipping. But what do we think? Also, I only think you're selling like a kit. So that would come with 2 tyres, front and back tyre, or 2 backs or 2 fronts. And should have jumped that, but didn't see it there. Also will come with some type of Sam's Bikes kit. Maybe a t-shirt, maybe a beer cooler, maybe some stickers. We're working it out. So who would be interested in that? And just let me know in the comments again. And what else do I want to do? Well, I want to just have a bit more fun. It has been pretty busy, pretty serious. You know, I do try my absolute best to get the best content out and all the information, the important information for you riders. Anyway, riders, that is me finishing off the European tour in the van. Big shout out to Bayer for putting up with me. I get a little bit claustrophobic in the van. Big shout out to Giant Specialized for the bikes. Big shout out to Schwalbe for the tires. Big shout out to Quadlock, where you'll see right now on my handlebars where I've got some notes where I'm going with this video. And big shout out to Insta360, what I'm recording all this POV action on. So, and obviously a big shout out to all you legend riders for watching and supporting the channel. You're all amazing, and I'm really absolutely stoked how well the channel's going and just blown away. So thank you all, and you know it. You stay safe out there, riders, and we are going to see you next week. When you're up against the wall and you cannot fall, so go on, go on.